Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Helium 10 Weekly Buzz. I'm your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show where we get you familiar with the latest news in the Amazon and e-commerce space. We interview people in the industry you need to hear from and provide training tips of the week that give you serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. Let's go ahead and see what's buzzing this week. Today, we're going to be talking about a variety of news articles, such as, something new that TikTok is coming out with. We're also going to talk about how Amazon and Walmart are hiring more workers for Q4, a couple of Amazon advertising updates, and more. We're also going to have an interview, talk about some new Helium 10 additions to our Chrome extension, as well as a really cool tip about how you can kind of visually map out where your customers are buying from and actually where your inventory is. So make sure to stick to the end for that. Let's go ahead and hop right into the news articles. The first article that we're going to talk about is from Axios, and it's called TikTok Chases Amazon with Plans for U.S. Fulfillment Center. So the reason why I call this FBT is, like you guys know of FBA, right? Fulfilled by Amazon. Well, it seems like there's Fulfilled by TikTok, perhaps, coming up here. This article brings out how TikTok is planning to build its own product fulfillment centers in the U.S., creating an e-commerce supply chain system that could directly challenge Amazon. Now, I can't imagine that, anytime soon, TikTok fulfillment centers are going to be challenging Amazon. I mean, even Walmart Plus has a head start and they're way ahead, but they're still way behind of Amazon, right? But basically, this article broke this story because there was a bunch of job openings posted to LinkedIn for TikTok. And one of them is talking about, hey, we are looking to build an international e-commerce fulfillment system that will even include international warehousing, customs clearance, and supply chain systems. And they were hiring logistics solution managers for fulfillment centers and all these different roles. Basically, they were, looking to hire for that indicate that they're trying to perhaps set up a fulfillment network. So, we've talked in the past about how, e-commerce on TikTok is growing. They're offering, ways to link directly to your e-commerce, your D2C stores, your e-commerce stores, be it Shopify, etc. And obviously, Amazon sellers have been using TikTok influencers for a while to promote their product and running TikTok ads. So, the question is, what's going on with these hires? Could TikTok perhaps be trying to build their own, network of warehouses in order to have everything kind of in-house? Maybe you can see a product advertised or see a product talked about on TikTok and then immediately go somewhere where you can just buy it and it's actually TikTok, fulfilling it. Who knows what's going on, but it's very interesting development from this internet giant. The next article is about holiday returns. This is from the Seller Central, announced this week, just something for everybody to have a heads up on, is the returns window is extended for the 2022 holiday. So as you know, normally the returns window for a lot of different categories products is what? It's like 30 days, right? But now this is going to be in effect from October 11th, all right? So the reason October 11th, because that was the first of the fall Prime Day, right? So now if somebody bought something on that fall Prime Day from October 11th all the way through December 25th, people will be allowed to return most items through January 31st. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Did you guys know about that? I really don't pay attention to the returns window, too much, but, theoretically speaking, somebody could buy a product right now in October and return it more than November, December. That's 3 months, more than 3 months from now. And I guess, I can understand the reasoning. It's like, maybe people are buying Christmas gifts right now, right? And so maybe you bought something, you're not opening it, and there's something wrong with it. Well, the person might not know something's wrong with it until they actually get that Christmas gift, so it makes sense that you have to return, but just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. If you are, in January and you think, oh, my return rate was pretty low, you might get hit because even the products bought in October are going to be eligible for return. So just keep that in mind. Next article we have was just like a press release from Walmart I found pretty interesting. It was entitled, Walmart expands marketplace opportunity for Indian exporters ahead of the busy holiday season in the U.S. and Canada. So Amazon, or Walmart, I should say, had an event in India a couple of weeks ago in Delhi, India, inviting sellers, manufacturers from India to sell on Walmart USA and Walmart Canada. So just quick message, I know we have a lot of Helium 10 users out there who are selling on Amazon India, and you're based in India, if Walmart guys, if you're looking to expand there, definitely take advantage of this. It was very difficult for people from India, or companies from India, I should say, to get set up with Walmart accounts. So now that difficulty has been lifted. So make sure to go ahead and sign up for your Walmart Seller Center account, start selling. And then, of course, obviously, if you've got a diamond or above plan with Helium 10, we've got the tools that can help you with your Walmart journey. Next article is actually very interesting. I saw this article last night, and it was a sponsored brand update, but I think it was basically for sponsored brand or sponsored video or both. Now, what happened was, from last night to tonight, the link disappeared. So this article is from a few days ago. So I'm not sure if Amazon is rolling this back, but what it was about was, you know how in sponsored product campaigns, you can not just do campaign level, but you can also create ad groups, but you couldn't do that before with sponsored brand ads. Well, anyways, this press release from Amazon had said that now for sponsored brand and sponsored video, you are going to be able to break your campaigns down into ad groups instead of having to break them all down by just making new campaigns if you wanted to kind of like segregate some of your campaigns and targeting out. So right now, right before I went live here on this show, that I had copied that link, it disappeared, and it's no longer in Amazon's press release feed. So what that means, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that maybe they just rolled this back. But if it's not there now, it's coming to sponsored brand campaigns where you can be able to break those out in ad groups. So make sure to keep an eye on the show, and we'll announce when we can finally see that in our Amazon PPC. Last article that we have is from CNBC, and it's from talking about Amazon's plan to hire 150,000 workers for the holidays. They do this every year. Now, the reason why I wanted to highlight this was because I was curious, what did they do last year? And last year, you can see right here in this article, it says they added 150,000 last year. All right. So this is the same. So, for those, who knows, who knows how great Q4, the holiday shopping, everything is going to be. Nobody really knows. But, if you're wondering if Amazon has low expectations, high expectations, well, a lot of people are worried, like maybe Amazon thinks that, Q4 is going to be terrible. Well, if they did, they wouldn't be hiring 150,000 people, the same number that they did last year. Walmart Plus also said that they're hiring 40,000 seasonal and full-time workers. Now, that one is a little bit less than last year. Last year, actually, Walmart on Walmart's side, or maybe last year they overhired, I'm not sure. But the point is, if you're selling on Amazon, it's definitely not doom and gloom over there. Amazon has been really making sure they're doing a lot of cost savings as far as on the warehouse side and things like that. But the fact that they're hiring as many people this year as last year, hopefully will bode well for our sales. All right, that's it for the news this week. Let's keep going now with the buzz. The first thing that we have up here is an interview with our product manager for our Chrome extension. We've launched a lot of cool tools in our Chrome extension. We actually just hit 900,000 in the last couple of days active users of the Chrome extension. That's crazy. That's like 100 times more than some of the other Chrome extensions that are in the Amazon space and Walmart space have. So really thanks to you guys that we have so many users. So those of you who are using the Chrome extension, if you're one of those 900,000, what are some of the newer tools that we have available that you guys can take advantage of to help with your Amazon and Walmart businesses? Let's listen to Shivali and Simon talk about some of these.
Hello and welcome to the Weekly Buzz interview. My name is Shivali Patel, and I'm here today with Simon, who is a product manager at Helium 10. How are you doing today, Simon?
Good. Hello, everybody. Hey, Shivali. Thanks for getting me on the call.
Yeah, glad to have you. So you're here today to talk a little bit about the Chrome extension, and the Chrome extension is one of our most used tools, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We have 800K plus active users on it. It's been growing exponentially. People love it. It's just one of the best ways to assess competition and demand on Amazon on real time while you're on the browser. So it's a fantastic tool,
Yeah.
and we're glad to have so many people love and use it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there's so many different components to it you can use in so many different sectors of your Amazon journey as well. So I'd love to hear a little bit more. I mean, it is something that we're constantly upgrading and updating. So what are some of the more newer features you would say that people should know about?
Man, the two of the more exciting features I think we implemented is X-ray keywords and search expander. For those of our users who haven't played around with it, go to the Chrome extension, type up a keyword on the search bar. There's a new option. You see X-ray keywords on the menu. Click on it, and it's basically a way to get the top performing keywords showing up for that particular keyword niche in one click. No nonsense. It's just you go in there, click a button, and boom, you'll have it generated across, by default, the top 10 organically ranked products. You could actually just kind of, and it's completely flexible. You could, if you don't agree with how it's being pulled, you could go to the global settings and readjust the parameters of how we pull these results and what your definition of top keywords is based off different floors and search volume trend. There's a lot that you could customize, and it's saved between sessions. So you just click a button and boom, there you have it. It's fantastic for product research, especially on the search results page. But I think the true power of it kind of lies on the product details page, since it's one of the best ways to get the top performing keywords that are actually driving sales to that particular ASIN with a single click. So yes, it works on both the product details and the search results pages. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah. And you also have the search expander, correct?
Yeah, search expander. Now that
Okay.
one's kind of meant more for as a product research tool, since once you type in something, we show you like the keywords preceding before, and then we sort it basically by search volume. Top, you could do it by descending order, ascending order. On the top left corner, you'll see different ways of sorting it. So you could also sort it by search volume trend or the number of competitors. And if you go around, kind of hover over the keywords, you'll see like the exact metrics behind search volume trend, competing products. So very, very useful as a way to find and discover new niches that are related to the key terms that you search up.
Now, what are the coming updates? Since I know we added extra
Ooh,
keywords and alerts and search expander and whatnot, but what's
can't
sort of next?
can't divulge too much, but I'll tell you this: we're along the lines of driving more efficiency for user research. So if our kind of approach was no nonsense keyword research, we want no nonsense research in general. And I know I'm being very vague here, but we want more integrated workflows within your experience at Helium 10. So, how do we bring the data to users faster in the places that matter? I think that is the superpower of the Chrome extension, where we get you the insights where you want to see it and be able to digest that and take that information and data somewhere else to take action that will help you make more informed decisions and propel your sales forward at the end.
All right. And what would somebody have to do if they want to request a feature for the Chrome extension?
I think the quickest way is to get in touch with the support team. Go click on the bottom right corner of the Helium 10 members app. There's a little widget at the bottom right corner. Click on it, and then just be like, hey, I have a feature request for the Chrome extension. I have a feature request for the alerts tool, which I'm also the product manager of. You can just send it our way, and that information will be aggregated, cleaned up, and sent directly to the team.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Simon, for being here and for sharing your expertise on the Chrome extension. We appreciate that.
Hey, appreciate your time. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.
Happy selling.
All right. Thank you, Double S crew, Simon and Shivali, for that. Next up, we got a cool pro training tip of the week. And, this is about, kind of like visualizing where your sales are coming from and where your inventory is stored and what kind of correlation they have with each other and how you can use this information. You guys have been asking for this for a while. We launched it in our Bigger, Better launch a couple of months ago, and then also last month as well. So Lem, can you give us a little bit of a breakdown on how sellers can use these new tools from Helium 10.
Hello everyone, my name is Lem Turner. I'm a brand evangelist here at Helium 10, and today we're going to be getting into the inventory heat map here at Helium 10. Now, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a map that's going to show you almost concentrations of where your inventory is located in Amazon's warehouses. Now, this has been something that's been asked of us for a while now, but what are some of the main uses of this tool? Like, why is it useful for sellers? Well, first of all, there's definitely plenty of different use cases here, but the main use case here has to do with launching or relaunching products. Now, of course, if you're familiar with Freedom Ticket 3.0, you're going to know that the way we teach about launching products on Amazon is that you typically want to have your listing be suppressed or inactive before you launch your product officially, because when you send in your products to Amazon FBA, you're going to want to let it be well distributed across the country before you set your listing to active. And the reason is because you want to be able to have good logistical boundaries of terms of getting an idea of how quick it gets your product, it can get to a customer. So let's use an example, right? Let's say my product, I send in 1,000 units to California, but it gets processed and immediately 100 units become active or become available for selling. Now, if I just immediately said, all right, now I'm going to let my listing be active, we're good to go, let's go. Only California residents or people who are nearby that area are really going to be able to take advantage of that really quick Amazon Prime shipping, right? Whereas if I'm in New York or maybe I'm in Pennsylvania, the product is just now available, but it's at the warehouse in California. If a New Yorker is looking at my product, of course, things that accompany product launch strategies are like heavy PPC, heavy promotion, maybe driving a lot of external traffic. You have all these things lined up that you're already investing in that New York customer, in that West Virginia customer, in that Michigan customer to see your product. You don't want them to see your product, and the only reason they're turned off by it is because it says it's going to take 3 days or 4 days to ship to them instead of the typical 1 or 2 days that it should if your product is well distributed. So that's the main reason why we really want to push for inventory heat map of how it can be really helpful, especially if you're launching your product. Now, let's go ahead and get into it and kind of show you kind of an idea of how that looks like. So here we're in an inventory heat map here in Helium 10. I just went to my profits tab and I just went ahead and clicked on heat maps right there. You can see it. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the specific, we're looking at the FBA coffin shelf right here, right? We have the FBA coffin shelf. I'm looking at my inventory heat map. You can see there's a pretty good concentration of my products in New Jersey and almost Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida, Nevada, Idaho. Okay, oh, that's looking pretty good. Let's look at some of the other products here. I can go ahead and change my product. Let's look at the extra large coffin shelf right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Let's see what we're at here. Okay, not too bad. Not as much distribution here, but still I got some in Pennsylvania, Colorado. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I can see in total how much I've had sellable. You can see that it's updated once daily here. And I can, if I want to like just look at a list of that instead of just looking at the map, I can go ahead and do that below here. I just scroll down here. I can see it in the map here. I can see the code that I have, the city, the state. I can see how much sellable, inventory. Boom, bada bing, I got it right there. Now, let's try to see what it looks like from an Amazon listing, because here is the large coffin shelf. But let's say I'm in Carnegie, Pennsylvania, which is really close to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I want to buy this product. Let's see how long it's going to take me to do. I'm in Carnegie, Pennsylvania. I can see that I can get it as soon as October 12th. Okay, which is Wednesday. Today's a Monday. So I have product here, but what if I want to go to, what if I'm living in Miami, right? Where is this in Miami? There's not really a spot here. The closest one is in Georgia. Let's go to Miami. This is my listing. I can see I'm located in Miami right here. I'm gonna get it as soon as Thursday, October 13th. Now, for some people, that may not be a big deal. For a lot of people, shipping time is a huge thing that they consider. So that's why inventory heat maps is really important.
All right. Thank you so much, Lem, for that. As I said at the outset, these tools were launched in Bigger, Better Launch. Every month, we are having what's called a Bigger, Better Launch webinar where we talk about the different tools that we have launched recently at Helium 10 that are helping sellers We have our next one coming up next week, guys. All right, coming up at the end of next week, our October Bigger Better launch. So I want you guys to all register for it now. Go to helium10.com/launch. That's helium10.com/launch. It's going to be on the 20th. Now, I'm probably not going to be there for the first Bigger Better launch. I'm going to be on a plane going to the Maldives to record a special podcast episode, like I always do every 50 episodes. And then I'm traveling to Amazon, Singapore, and Vietnam. Make sure you guys, if you guys are going to, in the area, you want to meet me at one of these events, I would love to have you there. The event that is happening in Singapore, go to h10.me/sing. If you want to see me at the event in Vietnam, h10.me/Vietnam. But anyways, register. Like I said, for the Bigger Better launch, Shivali, Lem, and Carrie will be leading that up. We've got some cool things that are planned, as well as a little bit different vibe this month. In addition to just talking about the Helium 10 launches, they're going to be giving some keyword research strategies. So if you're looking to upgrade your keyword research game, they're actually going to be going over some strategies as well in our BBL for October. So you guys, I'll be tuning in if I can, but I want you guys to all tune in as well. Anyways, that's everything for this week. We'll see you guys next week to see what's buzzing. Bye-bye now.